when I gave up my life, I took that seriously. You said that if I surrendered, you would do it for me. So I gave you the reins, the pain, and you set me free. Free from my fear and my past and the sin that held me. Because I was captive to the things that captivated me. I was forcing together pieces that took the peace from me. I was plotting a future that was plotting against me. And I used things to feel in control, but they were controlling me. Because nothing on this earth can numb the pain when it runs that deep. I tried to drown out my fear with alcohol, but it was drowning me. I used it to hide my pain, but it came through my pores and was surrounding me, calling me by my name. The things that haunted me were now taunting me, and there had to be an escape. A backdoor alleyway. I had to keep on running from this truth that I just couldn't shake, running for my life when my world suffered a 7.7 mag earthquake. I couldn't stand. I hit the ground and I hugged it like it was my soulmate, frozen in this cold world, ice made from the tears that fell from my own face. My world kept getting rocked by the mess that I had made, so I'd build it back up, but in a new place. And this time, the way that I looked was what I decided to embrace.
My life, I don't want it anymore. Jesus, I am yours. Take my life, I don't want it anymore. Jesus, Jesus.
But it was a horrible idea when I looked at it in hindsight. I would have been better off if I tried to get my mind right. I wore heels to improve my height and makeup to hide my spite, working on my outside, hoping that beauty would penetrate to my insides. But beauty is only skin deep when there's disaster and chaos in the underneath. What better way to not think about it than smoking weed? I could control my thoughts until they started to control me. I could control how much I smoked and lost control over how much I would eat. But I justified it because at least it put me to sleep. But that didn't mean there wasn't morning that next morning. So I would go back to my outward adorning. If I looked pretty, no one would know that my heart was scorning. And if I laughed hard enough, no one could tell that I actually found them boring. Lying to myself and to this world, but I knew I was just a weak little girl waiting on another storm to come and rock my world, another false hope to let me down with a hurl, hitting the ground so hard my body began to burrow, building my home back up underground, deeper in my sorrows, waiting on the floodwater so I could drown, and I didn't have to face tomorrow. I couldn't go another round. I had no hope left to borrow, so I committed spiritual suicide.
Take my life, I don't want it anymore. Jesus, I am yours. Take my life, I don't want it anymore. Take my life, I don't want it anymore. Jesus, Jesus, I am yours. Take my life, I don't want it anymore.
And I gave up my life to Christ because I had heard that I was the reason he had died, and I had heard I was the reason a perfect man was crucified. So why not give him a try? I only had one desire left, and that was to die. I had already given up. I may as well swallow my pride and see if he really could change life. And if he wanted to take control on this bumpy ride, be my guest, because my downward spiral was worse than the world's tallest twirly slide, but it was nothing compared to the feeling that I got when I was revived. My meaningless body laid there. He said, "It is time to rise." Redemption hit me so hard, I just couldn't deny. And for the first time, I felt like I could fly, like I could love, like I could hug, and I had no need left to cry. In the same world, with the same pain, but it is in God that I hide. So in the eye of the storm, I will forever reside. It hit me like a freight train. God really couldn't lie. He'd been telling the truth this entire time. The world is dead and Jesus is alive. And now I am alive in him. But he treats me like I'm the prize. So tell the world about his love. How could I not testify? I seek him out for me and then plant seeds that will fight for the light. Sit back and pray that more souls will switch sides. This is no longer me who lives. This is his life. I have committed spiritual suicide.